What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and Syfy Fangrrls is officially over. The feminist site that was dedicated to diversity and representation in science fiction, especially regarding women and women of color, is over because they went full identity politics. That is all that this website was about. It was all about trying to change these things that people love because, well, it needs to be a space for women and women only, evidently. Trying to shame fans into thinking a certain way because, oh, you might not like this specific character. They are done because when you get woke, you go broke. And that's exactly what we're seeing with Syfy Fangrrls. And it's a little ironic, isn't it, that the editor for Syfy Fangrrls, who is now out of a job, just 2 weeks ago was calling for Gina Carano to be fired because we know they don't actually care about female representation. What they care about is an ideology. And if you don't represent that feminist far left ideology that they want you to represent, then they don't care about you. That is what this entire thing is about. Take a look here. Syfy Fangrrls. Thank you for being a friend. Hashtag Fangirls for life. Today, we're sad to say that we're ending publications from Syfy Fangrrls. We're so proud of all the work we've been able to do for the past 4 years. We're incredibly honored to have been a space for people who otherwise don't get the space or recognition to have their voices heard. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that untalented people got an opportunity at this website? Yes. Does that mean people who aren't actually gamers, who aren't actually these big comic book junkies, these sci-fi nerds, got an opportunity? Yes. That is exactly what that means. People who couldn't get a job anywhere else because they weren't good enough got a job here. And that is why it fails. That is why these things will continue to fail when all they do is go down the road of identity politics. We're heartbroken, but thankful we had the opportunity to share the best of what geek culture can be with all of you. Remember, geek like a girl, and that's their little catchphrase. Now, anytime, I don't want anyone to be out of a job. I don't want anyone to be out on the street, but unfortunately, there are a lot of writers that are in that boat right now. But the problem is, when you make this website dedicated to this specific thing that people aren't interested in, there's a reason that people aren't interested in that. They don't want their things changed. They don't want the thing that they love. They don't want the thing that they love to be changed just to target this certain section of the population who, for the most part, isn't interested in that thing. Now, there's a lot of reaction to this. I want to kind of go over it. Travis McElroy, he, him, his, of course. Hey, everyone, hire the hell out of everyone who worked at Syfy Fangrrls, especially Courtney. Oh, we're going to talk about her. We're going to talk about Courtney Enlow in just a second. Of course, the whale, Gail Simone herself. Gail Simone is shocked by this news. I can't believe this would happen. I can't believe they shut down Syfy Fangrrls. It's exactly what Gail Simone is doing to comic books. It's exactly what this SJW feminist infestation in comic books is doing as well. It is driving people away, and the comic book companies are imploding right now because people don't want to buy their identity politics bullshit. In a world of cold and cynical media news and commentary sites regarding the genre, the Syfy Fangrrls were real fangirls, and I never once saw them take the low road on anything. Always inclusive, always elevating. Really? Their editor was right here calling for Gina Carano to be fired. Now, she deleted that tweet, which is why I have this pulled up. We're going to talk about that more. Don't worry. Damn it, this sucks. Jackie Jennings. The Fangrrls team was made up of truly fantastic and driven and multi-talented folks. You better hire them before someone else beats you to it. The question is, if all these people really are that talented, if they're really that incredible, then why was this site such an absolute failure? Well, we know, because this site was only focused on identity politics. It was only focused on empowering diverseness and representation in females. Going woke is not a recipe for success, and that's exactly what this was. Take a look at some of the articles, right? We're going to take a sampling of articles from the now defunct Syfy Fangrrls. Why Ray Sloan and other women of color deserve better from Star Wars. An entire article about why black people need to be treated better. Why black women specifically need to be treated better by Star Wars. Dark Angel's Valkyrie Ray Miller on the show's fight for queer representation. Ooh, isn't that a stunning one? I'm sure a lot of people want to read that. What about this? Star Trek Discovery's trans representation is both groundbreaking and heartbreaking. Of course, more focus on identity politics. And then if you want to talk about something, if you want to say, I'm a real geek girl, geek like a girl, look at this article. Ghost of Tsushima's easy mode doesn't give up the ghost. Easy mode on video games. Yes, Take It Easy mode is a bi-weekly column on the unsung hero of video games, the easy setting, for casual and new gamers, parents, and people who generally find higher difficulty modes frustrating. Oh my God, you can't make this kind of thing up. So it's not really surprised that this site ends up going under, which is exactly what happened. Now, Courtney Enlow, this is the person who started one of these media attacks on Gina Carano, calling for her to be fired for simply stating her opinion. That wasn't really that divisive at all, was it? Only to these nut jobs, only to these leftist echo chambers is it really that divisive. Now, she said this. Now, she has deleted this tweet. I don't know when she deleted it, to be honest. I know her account went protected after she put this out because so many people called her out on this because it's garbage. God, Gina Carano is just the worst. This is for looking over the things that she has liked on her Twitter account. Gina Carano is just the worst. Mando should do like Soderbergh did and replace her ass. They should fire her. You're calling for Gina Carano to be fired. Well, the joke is on you. Because now you're out on your ass, Courtney Enlow, after focusing so much on identity politics, after trying to throw a female in Star Wars, a female in science fiction under the bus. 2 weeks later, you are out of a job. And she puts this long thing here, thanking everyone for everything, right? Some, as they say, personal news, right? And she goes and she talks a lot. She also throws her Patreon in there. Of course, she's creating podcasts and video guys. Go support Courtney Enlow. I'll be back. I'll always come back. In the darkest times of my life, these words always rang in my head. I'll be okay. I'm always okay. I can't not be okay. And she also deleted another tweet too. Let me pull this up. I saw Gary retweet this the other day. Anyway, girl who went through Gina Carano's tweets trying to get her fired got fired. Anyway, please hire me, writer, editor, on-host, talent, podcasting. It is so ironic that this happened to Courtney Enlow. People who call for someone else's job that end up getting fired. Now, I've said many times, and I'll say it again, I'm not going to sit up here and call for anyone to be fired. That's not my job, because at the end of the day, that's not something that I want to be doing, because if I do that, if I call for someone to be fired for something they say or something they think, then ultimately some people are going to turn that back on me someday, and that's not something that I support, and I want to be fair in that. Courtney Enlow didn't deserve to get fired for what she thinks. However, Syfy Fangrrls did deserve to go under for being a garbage tier website that no one was interested in clicking on. The only time they were relevant is when they had a garbage take so that people could roast them, and to be honest, that is one reason that I'm going to greatly miss Syfy Fangrrls. Rest in pepperonis, Syfy Fangrrls. I will miss pulling up your articles and dunking on them. I will miss taking your garbage takes, your identity politics bullshit, your SJW nonsense, and getting views off that. Because honestly, without sites like this, I wouldn't be able to make as many videos. So, R.I.P. Syfy Fangrrls. Let's hope all of you get hired at different places so I can continue making videos on those things. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.